And those enemies who have been training your kids, those are the ones who are under bin Laden's influence and authority.
Meanwhile, forces loyal to Gaddafi have launched a fierce counterattack in towns and cities close to the capital. One witness has told Al Jazeera more than 100 people were killed in Az-Zawiya, which is 50 kilometers west of Tripoli. Meanwhile, officers from the Air Force base in Benghazi have told Al Jazeera they are joining the revolution. And in the latest diplomatic defection, Libya's ambassador to Jordan has resigned. These pictures are live from Al Baida, exclusive to Al Jazeera. Protesters gathering in the city there to show their solidarity with those in the West. Al Baida said to be completely under the control of protesters now. A court in Britain has given the go-ahead for the WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to be extradited to Sweden, where he's wanted for questioning over claims of sexual assault. Lawyers for Assange argued he wouldn't get a fair trial in Sweden. He has angered the US government by releasing tens of thousands of secret diplomatic cables. Assange says he will appeal the decision. Those are the main headlines. The news will continue on Al Jazeera in about a half an hour from now. Coming up after Faces of China. Stay with us. We're back very shortly.
The most populated country on Earth, the world's fastest growing economy, a land undergoing profound change. Al Jazeera presents Faces of China, a series of films from Chinese filmmakers working independently, telling personal stories in their own way. This is an insider's look at China. In this episode, one elderly woman's life inside a private retirement home in southern China. Filmmaker Zheng Xiaolei turns the camera on the issue of China's aged population growing rapidly. Elderly people are traditionally venerated, but these days there are fewer young people to care for them, something the state is aware may begin to have an impact on the speed of China's development. There are almost 167 million people aged over 60 in China today. Here at the Longevity House retirement home in a suburb of Guangzhou in southern China, there are over 2,500 elderly people. The home often organizes entertainment for its residents. Dance is always a favorite. This retirement home was established over a decade ago. China's demography is changing. Senior citizens are making up an increasing proportion of the population. And more of them are choosing to live in retirement homes rather than putting pressure on their children. One of the residents is Xie, who used to work as an on-site doctor for a company in a nearby city. She's a divorcee and has a son who works far away in the city of Chengdu in Sichuan province. Xie moved into this home after retiring 3 years ago. Another resident is Mrs. Kwang, who was a teacher before retiring. Following the death of her husband, she became lonely and so chose to move into the retirement home.
Years. Now, meridians are important to remain healthy. I am fully aware of this. I used warm water in the shower to smooth my meridians. It took me an hour and it's a daily habit now. I am not short of money. It's just that I felt lonely and secluded, left alone without company after I got sick. People always say, there are no dutiful sons for a bedridden parent. However responsible a son is, he will leave you anyhow for his family, for his career. It's very expensive here to hire a nanny or nurse. Their salary used to be 1,800, but now it's 2,200. It's much higher than other workers. And that's not all. It's quite dear to live here. It's not for ordinary people. From what I heard, most people here are from Hong Kong and Macau. Day breaks much earlier in summertime, at 5:30. I set the alarm clock each day, but I always wake up before it goes off. It's become a habit. I woke up at 4 today. We were so busy at work when we were young. You see, besides studying politics, we also had fieldwork obligations. I knew I might end up in a retirement home long ago.